Today, we're here talking about what falls under a marketing team's responsibility. That's an interesting question because there's a lot of things that they can do and some won't. So stay tuned and I'll give you all the details. My name is Geraldine Convento, and I'm from the marketing company Reverence Media. So, what does fall under a marketing team's responsibility? First off, I have to say that there are so many aspects of marketing. There's market research, brand management, strategy, content creation, campaign management, lead generation, ads, event planning, performance tracking, and many more things that a marketing company can do for you. But there's something that's really important to understand when it comes to marketing. Are you doing it yourself? Do you have a small team that works for you? Or are you outsourcing your marketing to another team? And in any one of those scenarios, it's really important to be very specific in what your wants and needs are and understand what they are willing to offer you and what their expertise is. Because since there are so many different aspects of marketing and so many different marketing methods, not everybody does everything. There's another portion of this which includes what type of interaction a marketing company is going to have with you. Because sometimes when a client signs on for marketing, if it's a small business, sometimes they ask for other business related advice, and that may or may not be included in the scope of your project. There's a misconception that marketing and sales are the same thing, and they are not. Marketing is bringing awareness and achieving other goals, which can drive the potential of sales. However, once a potential customer is thinking about whether or not they want to buy your goods, products, or services, there's a whole nother process that usually needs to happen. So, for example, if you sell goods in a store, then perhaps a marketing flyer or advertisement has brought people to the store. However, what happens when they enter the store? Is it easy for them to find what they need? Is a salesperson or cashier helpful and friendly enough for the potential customer to feel comfortable buying? If you have a product that's online, is it easy for the potential customer to find exactly what they need and to make the purchase? If you have a service, is it easy for them to contact you, learn more about your services, and sign a deal with you? And sometimes that has to do with personalities, it has to do with process, it also has to do with whether or not your sales pitch is matching with what the customer or client's need is. There are some companies that do marketing in the form of lead generation. So they might provide a well-rounded system that ensures leads. One thing to make sure is that whether or not the leads match with who you're looking for. I've spoke with many entrepreneurs who have bought lead lists or hired people to cold call on their behalf and found that the results were very slim because the people that they'd found to potentially buy were not exactly a customer client match. So, in terms of what a marketing team is and is not responsible for, I highly recommend having a conversation and having something in writing with the marketing team that you're looking to work with. Now, it's a little bit easier to dictate what a marketing team should do when you're hiring in-house, because when you hire in-house, you typically have an employee that you can give instructions to. However, when you're hiring an outside marketing team, it's a lot different. Beyond the types of marketing methods or initiatives a team is able to produce for you, here are a few other tips on what a marketing team is not responsible for unless they explicitly say product or service development. Usually, when you hire a marketing team, they are expecting you to have your products and services already fleshed out. There is an exception when there are particular marketing companies or people within the team that are willing to brainstorm and ideate or give feedback or coaching However, ultimately, the business owner or the company has the final decision on what the product and service offerings should be and what it includes. Whether a marketing team works in-house or our remote marketing teams where the work is outsourced, marketing teams should never make the final decisions for you. And these decisions may be related to advertising spend, types of marketing initiatives, and how those initiatives are going to be carried out. You always, as the business owner or company, should have the final say about how this is going to go. There are companies that say, oh, well, you could do advertising with us and it's X amount per month and it's always a set amount. But ultimately, you shouldn't let the company persuade you on whether or not this is a good idea for you. You always need to make sure that your finances match up with what you're committing to and not hope that you'll have the money or that this marketing campaign will be so wildly successful that you're able to utilize funds from the results for your campaign. No, there are no guarantees in marketing. Marketing is a method for brand awareness, increasing visibility online, or other methods, or whatever you agree upon with the marketing company. However, the results always vary. Even if one company was successful with a certain type of campaign, oftentimes it's the data and results that dictate how you need to tweak and shift the marketing campaign as you go to continue moving towards all of the benchmarks and goals that you're looking to reach within the marketing campaign. There is never a guarantee for sales. So if there's any companies that tell you if you do this, you're going to increase your sales by X amount, don't believe them. There are industry standards for if you spend a certain amount of money on ads, usually you convert a certain percentage based on your industry. There's also percentages based on whether you are pitching a client in person or online or by email, etc. However, you can't rely on those. I hope that this information was helpful for you. Feel free to leave a comment below or send a DM or email if you have any additional questions. Have a good day.